Welcome to Youngtown Oval. It's a round 17 game here between North Launceston and South Launceston. We'll be getting underway fairly soon. The game starts at 12:35. Pretty important game for both teams. And myself, Dave Moore, and Matt Donaldson will be in commentary with you. We'll kick off our commentary in just a minute or so. Welcome here to Youngtown Oval. Dave Moore with you and Matt Donaldson in commentary. Chris Sayer will be our bounty rider. We'll hear from you in a moment. And we're about to get away in this round 17 game here between South Launceston and North Launceston, the NTFA Premier League women's competition. Chris Sayer, you're at ground level. How are things looking?
It's a beautiful day down here. 15 degrees, actually higher than the maximum forecast temperature of 14 degrees. The only issue is the wind. A really strong wind, about 20 kilometres an hour, gusting up over into the mid-30s, and it's favouring the wing, the furthest wing away from you guys up there. So that's going to be a factor. South Launceston have won the toss, and they're going to kick to the southern end. It's not really with or against the wind, because the winds are going across the ground. But other than that, it's a beautiful sunny day. Ground's in good nick.
Thank you very much, Chris Sayer. We'll hear from you during the day. Matt, it's a pretty big game for both teams. The North have been highly competitive this year. They've grown since last year when they were really struggled in the competition. They're competitive with most teams. They'd like to take a big scalp here today, but for South, it's all about getting ready for the finals, isn't it?
Yeah, spot on, Dave. Summarised that really well. And both sides have some really good goal kickers as well. They've hit the scoreboard quite a lot this year. We look at Leanna Freestone for South Launceston with 30 goals throughout the season. And you've got some other contributors too, with Alice Fox on 17, Jazz Freestone on 16, Hannah Viney, Grace Weldon, Lucy Sulzberger, Kelly Morris, and all of them like to hit the scoreboard as well. But over for North as well, you've got Emma Groves who's hitting the scoreboard, 12 goals this year. Cleo Creswell is their leading goal kicker on 18.
She kicked 7 last week.
Yeah, she did kick 7 last week. Tiffany Whitney, their captain, kicked 17 for the year, and Rhianna Benz has kicked 12 for the year. So plenty of goal kickers as we're about to get underway here at Youngtown. Ball goes up and we're away in the ruck. Nice tap down. It was Jazz Freestone in the ruck for South Launceston. Sweeping handball over the top. Here's Hayley Brouard, gets the boot to ball and goes for a bit of space. Picked up there by Maddie Granger for North, and we've had a whistle, free kick. And it is going the way of North Launceston to that play in Maddie Granger. So Maddie Granger in the heart of Youngtown Oval. Chips it out wide, trying to find a teammate in Bree Eichen, and has done just that. This is Bree Eichen out on that outer wing. Centering ball, finds a teammate in Ella Creswell. Ella Creswell takes the ball, takes the marker. So we work this ball up towards half forward for North. Creswell with a kick inside 50 for North. Loose footy to be won here, ground ball, players converge, sweeping handball out there for North. It's still at half forward for North Launceston. Sweeping handball attempted there by Ella Creswell, trying to get this ball moving. Here's a chance for North. Out comes out to Bailey. This is Jalen Bailey in the pocket. Loose footy to be won. Picked up there by South Launceston by Maggie Dick. Tries to get the boot to the ball, partially smothered. Comes around the corner, comes off the hands there of Maddie Granger. Ball to be won, trickling inside 50 for North. Their second inside 50 of the game. Picked up there by South, and here's an opportunity through Hayley Brewer with a sweeping handball. Now it's up towards half forward for South Launceston. Good race this. Filmingham gets there first, hands it off there to Liana Freestone. Liana Freestone straightens up and pops it through. Kicks the first one for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs on the board there. And it's Liana Freestone who kicks her first for the afternoon. And the Dogs get away to that 1-goal lead, and we've been playing for 90 seconds. Dave Moore.
Yeah, great move from half-back. They linked up nicely with handball and found some space there. And Liana Freestone backed herself in to get round her opponent. She did so and converted from about 25 out directly in front. That's her 31st goal for the year. And both Freestone girls involved in that lead-up. Promising start for North Launceston, Matt, just getting
a
that.
couple of inside 50s early. Yeah.
So, they can be confident with that. But they know that South Launceston have that rebound footy in them. Such a beautiful day here, as Chris said pre-game. The breeze, I think it's dropping as the afternoon goes on. It's still a factor, though. Here we go again. Freestone once again from the middle. Inside 50. Off hands. Chance here for Viney. Kicked 3 last week into the goal square. That's a great mark. And South Launceston here have a second opportunity on goal.
Through Madden.
Yes, Helliana Madden, who's kicked 7 goals for the season. She was very impressive at Longford the other week. So kicked quite a number of goals. So Helliana Madden, just about directly in front. Not a bad contact with the footy. It shaves the post on the right-hand side. So that's one behind there to Madden. 1-1-7. The Bulldogs leading North Launceston yet to score.
And it's going to be Taylor Tudor to bring the ball back in for North Launceston. Shines a short pass, tries to find Brie Eichen, bounces off her chest initially. She's got time to recover and wheel around and get some distance on this kick. Moves towards half-back, picked up there by Rani Jetson, who's in the ruck today for North Launceston. Comes to the middle of the ground. Bounces off there for Bridie Pike. Loose footy to be won. So we hit on that outer side. Socket off the ground there. Picked up. Sweeping handball back. Another chance for South Launceston as they hit inside 50 again. Here's a chance. Northern Bombers under pressure there, but nicely picked up there by Taylor Barnes. Taylor Barnes, clearing kick, gets towards the paint of defensive 50. Right there on the 50. Kick towards goal. Up there in the back. And it's a good mark. It's Madden again. Helliana Madden. Just kicked it behind moments ago, Dave Moore, and now she'll have a chance to line up and put her first goal through for the afternoon. 2
fantastic overhead marks there to Helliana Madden, and she's got another opportunity. It's an easier one this time.
Madden comes in, goes with the right, and sends it straight over the goalkeeper's hat. That's it. It is a goal. Madden gets on the board. South Launceston 2-1-13 leading North Launceston yet to score, and we've been playing 4 minutes in this first quarter.
Yeah, they've started well. They do have the breeze, and we see that the kicks are carrying a bit further to the right of your stream screen. So they do have that advantage, even though it is across the ground predominantly. You can score more heavily, as is usual here at Youngtown, to that that southern end of the ground. But gee, impressive couple of overhead marks there from Madden.
Really good.
We'd love to see that.
Strong presence there. It was a great grab, wasn't it, James?
We talk often about the skills development in footy, in the women's footy, and you can see in those passages of play how it's been developing. Another clearance here for South Launceston. Get to half forward. Comes out to meet it there. That was wrong team. Liana Freestone into the goal square. Chance here. Turn, kick. Sort of worried out of it that time was Madden. She goes back in and turns tackler, and we'll get a ball up.
Ball up, inside 50 for South. Rucks go at it. Here's another chance for South through Lucy Sulzberger, is it? Lucy Sulzberger's kicked the goal. A bit of sizzle from Sulzberger. And there was a game a few weeks ago here against Launceston. She got on the board pretty early in that one and has put one through already. We're going 5 minutes in this first quarter, and it's South Launceston at 3-1-19 leading North Launceston yet to score. Well, South Launceston making all the play early here, Dave.
Absolutely, and they just look threatening. I think they've scored every time they've had a forward entry so far.
You are correct, Tom. Keeping some stats here. We don't have Grooves or little Lucas Donaldson here today, so I've got some stats. 4 inside 50s to 2, and you're spot on there, Dave. Each inside 50s have resulted in a score for South Launceston.
Windsor Park, it's the Geelong Falcons under-18 boys against the Devils. A quarter time, 5-1-31 the Falcons, 3-3-21 the Devils, so 8 goals in that first quarter. From the centre, up they go. Jazz Freestone gets her own clearance. She's had about 3 clearances so far. Gets to half forward. North Launceston with a chance to repel. Spills back here, taken away by Ella Creswell. She kicks to the wing, clears the contest. Getting over there is Maggie Dick. She can't pick it up. Handballs now, back to Jazz Freestone, back there towards Morrison. She can't pick it up. 1-on-1 contest there with Bridie Pike. Ventures a kick out of congestion. Gee, that's a good mark there. I think that's Filmingham who's taken the mark. She plays on, kicks to half forward. Players leading out. Good work there by the defender in Tudor. Still Filmingham though. She's followed up a kick. In fact, it's Grace Weldon. Thank you. It gets a little kick forward, not effective. North Launceston player now with Eichen. She takes it, swings it round the corner to the centre of Youngtown Oval.
In the centre of Youngtown, bursting through there was Ash Corbett for South Launceston. Gets it on the chest there of Lucy Sulzberger, who wheels and goes straight away. Bouncing footy inside 50 here for South Launceston. Dangerous ball for North. Madden with a quick handball out. Loose footy to be won. Madden's right in there. Sweeping handball out towards Freestone. Freestone snaps around the corner. Trickling ball. Hasn't gone out though, so Taylor Tudor will be the first to get there right on the paint of the boundary. She might see this ball out. It's not Tudor, my apologies. Giantini, who sees this out. And it's been a free kick.
I think she's caught holding the ball.
Holding the footy.
Yep.
So a free kick there to Filmingham from the pocket. This is Ivy Filmingham. Pops this one up towards goal. Goes to, guess who? Madden again. Madden, another good overhead mark there, Dave.
That's three in this quarter.
Three.
She just did a little subtle nudge of opponent under the footy, which was good play. We're right behind this one, Matt.
We'll have a great view of this one on the stream as it goes through, and it certainly does. Madden just squeezes this one home. She's kicked two goals, one to Halliana Madden, and South Launceston skip away. 4-1-25, North Launceston yet to score, and we've been playing 7.5 minutes.
Well, they've come to make a statement here today, South Launceston. They're really gearing up for finals here, and they've been absolutely lethal going forward with 4 goals already, 2 to Madden, 1 each to Liana Freestone and Lucy Sulzberger. It's been electric stuff.
Sure has. 5 inside 50s to 2, and as you pointed out before, Dave, every time they've gone inside 50, they've scored. So danger signs here for North Launceston.
And North have had those 2 inside 50s in about the first minute.
They did, yeah.
And it's been all one way since then. Umpire Smedley throws it up. Jazz Freestone in the ruck. She's beaten on this occasion, though. Falls to the base of the contest. Taking away is Bree Eichen. Eichen towards full forward. Chasing after it here is Maddie Munting. She gets the footy, tackled there by Lyons. Lets the footy go. Munting with a little kick off the ground. They fight for it. I think it's going to be a ball up here. Oh, no, it does spill out the back. So chance here again for the Bombers. Trying to pick it up there was Aisling Diggen. They work it out now to the side of the contest to Viney, who's up the ground. Gets around a tackle. Kicks to the wing. Her target over there is Lucy Sulzberger, also up the ground. She'll get it on the wing. Has a bit of time to sum it up. Swings the kick towards the centre of the ground. It holds up in the breeze. No one can take the mark.
Gets her own footy there, Dave, Lucy Sulzberger. So Lucy Sulzberger sort of came back to her in that breeze, got a handball away. Loose footy to be won here out on the wing. Applying a tackle there was... it was Logan Fox for South Launceston. It's been a whistle. There's going to be a free kick there. Might have been for a sling tackle, and it is going the way of Fox. So this is Fox with a centering ball towards Grace Weldon. Grace Weldon doesn't waste any time, gets it on the boot towards half forward. Here's a chance for Launceston. Kicked forward there by Jazz Freestone. Madden again. Is it Madden? Yes, it is. Well,
what's that, 4 marks?
4 contested marks, yes. Overhead marks inside 50. Madden's already got 2. This could be goal number 3. We've only been going for 9.5 minutes in this first term. What a start by South Launceston. Halliana Madden, about 30 out, straight in front, pops it up. Still alive, live ball. Short on the goal line here. Here's a goal coming up for South Launceston. It certainly is through Keely Morrison, and Morrison puts it through. So Keely Morrison hits the scoreboard. That's her 17th goal for the year, and South Launceston skip away 5-1-31, leading North Launceston yet to score. 10 minutes played first term. Dave Moore.
Yeah, Keely, very versatile player. We've seen her play a number of roles in the games we've covered this year. She does like to push forward, and as you said, she's now kicked 17 for the season. Ex-Tassie Devil player. Real through and through South girl is Keely Morrison, and she's got a fairly straightforward goal there, but she had to be in the right place at the right time, and she was.
A couple of players getting involved too, Dave, for mine. Lucy Sulzberger and Grace Weldon have had a bit of a particular over on the wing in that centre corridor there, just allowing that ball to get inside 50 for South. So a couple of players to keep an eye on early.
Okay, up they go in the ruck. It's Rani Jetson up against Jazz Freestone, who wins another clearance. Out it comes. They shovel it forward. North Launceston battling hard. Handball there was from Hayley Brewer. Didn't hit the mark. They do get it away now through Weldon. She's got a bit of time. Under pressure now. Kicks towards half forward. And Morrison takes the mark. Cuppy kicks out from goal. Wearing the nose guard there. She did get a broken nose a few weeks ago. Kick inside 50. He's going to fall a little bit short. It still might be a mark though. Now, how does the umpire read that? I'm not sure whether there was a touch on the way through.
It's Gillow, you spot on, Dave. It was paid.
Georgia Gillow, centering ball. And she finds a teammate directly in front.
Jazz Freestone.
Yes, indeed. She's drifted up the ground. She's been in every contest so far as Jazz Freestone. She's yet to kick a goal in this first quarter, but you'd back her in. She's a fine kick. I hope I haven't put the moz on her here, Matt. But 25 out, directly in front. Ground in good condition today. Beautiful day for footy, getting towards final time. Jazz Freestone, I have put the Moz, and that's one behind.
Sails through to the left.
5-2, 32, South Launceston, North Launceston yet to score.
Okay, on this occasion, it is going to be Ella Creswell to bring this ball back in for North. Oh, no, it's been chopped off. Good mark there by Georgia Gillow. Gillow plays on straight away, centering ball. And a relieving mark taken there. Back to where it came from in Taylor Barnes this time. So this is Barnes for North Launceston, last line of defence. Looks to go on the outer side of the ground. Dangerous ball because it's 2-1 there with South with the numbers around this footy. Leading the race there is Jazz Freestone. Guess is going to be back inside 50 for South. There's a few South Guernseys around this one. Lucy Sulzberger comes off her hands. Loose ball to be won. Socket off the ground. That was Georgia Gillow soccering that one off the ground. It's in the pocket. Loose footy to be won. Kicked forward there by the defender from North Launceston in Zoe Stebbings. It's still a dangerous ball here for the South Launceston. It goes towards the goal face. It's right there in the square. Northern Bombers are under pressure here. Can they see this one through for a behind? Kicked up in the air there. Touched footy. Oh, it was Georgia Gillow who got a ball to that, but it was a rushed behind. A touch footy. We've been going 12-40. It's 5-2-32. North Launceston yet to score.
5-3. Rick has just put it up there. He's updated. He is indeed. 5-3-0. Rick, if you don't know, is the timekeeper here who works with us when we do our games here at Youngtown. As Grace World now gets a short distance kick away. They work it out from defence. Bree Eichen kicks to the centre square. Players there who can pick it up. Comes back to Corbett, cross half back, always doing that sweeping work back there. Handball wasn't great on this occasion and doesn't find the mark. So there'll be a ball up. And we're in the centre square. Umpire Smedley wastes no time, throws it up. In the ruck this time for North Launceston was Imogen Williams, but it's taken away here by the Bulldogs. Nice bounce here for Weldon if she can pick it up. She might have got pushed in the back. Umpire says play on. Handball over the top, finds Brouard, throws it on the boot. Dangerous position here for North Launceston, but coming back and taking a nice mark is Jaylene Bailey for the Bombers.
Nice relieving mark there for Bailey because they've been under the pump there, 8 inside 50s to 3. The ball comes out into the corridor. South Launceston have some numbers around this footy. Sweeping handball comes out, finds Maggie Dick. Maggie Dick's under a bit of pressure. Tackled immediately there by Bree Eichen and holding the ball. Nice tackle there, Bree Eichen of the Northern Bombers. So, free kick, relieving free kick really because they've been under the pump here, North Launceston. Eichen goes for a little bit of territory. It's been cut off though. And taking that mark there is the number 21 in, Sam Davies. This is Sam Davies spreading the ball out wide. Going to find Grace Wilden, and she does. Here's Grace Wilden in front of the interchange gates on the wing. Kick close to the boundary line. Taylor Tudor gets a fist in there. No, it's not Taylor Tudor. It is Taylor Tudor. Yes. Gets a fist in there and gets it over the line for a boundary throw-in. It's almost 15 minutes gone in this first term. It's South Launceston by 33 points. Boundary throw-in just in front of us here.
Beautiful day here, as we said, at Youngtown. There's umpire right in front of us. Gets into his action now. Throws it in. One easily there by Madden, who's might be having a run the ruck at the moment. Picked up by Liana Freestone. Fumbled slightly. And caught holding the ball, says the umpire. Might have been a bit harsh. But free kick going the way of the Bombers, Ashlyn Dingen. In the lime green boots, Ashlyn Dingen takes advantage of the stand rule. Kicks high. It's a half forward. Might be another inside 50. No, not quite. Don't write that one down, Matt. As the mark's taken there by Rani Milne. Milne now switches play with a 45 kick. Nice overhead mark to Brouard, defensive side of the wing.
Here's Brouard. Hayley Brouard goes for some distance down the wing. Tries to play a team out, and she does. She's found Jazz Freestone right in front of our commentary box here at Youngtown. Goes towards the paint of 50. It's going to come over the back there. Almost a mark there for Georgia Gillow. Loose footy, dangerous ball to one. Lucy Sulzberger gets away. Oh, and trips. Yes, she was leg. So it's going to be a free kick to Lucy Sulzberger. Free kick's about 45 out from goal. A good view of this one as she looks for some options up in the square. South Launceston got some numbers forward here. Pack gathers, goes over the back of that pack. Goes into Grace Gillow. Grace Gillow off the ground. Behind. So they're behind there. Grace Gillow kicked that behind, Dave. I think she might have done.
Yes.
5-5-35. Almost 16 minutes gone. Here's Dave Moore.
From fullback. Kicked out there by Ella Creswell. Wide here looking for Eichen. She'll get to it first. Bree Eichen tries to get off the ground. South, though, doing well there through Milne. Gets the handball backwards. Now another entry inside 50. Dangerous here. Filmingen can pick it up. She can cruise into goal. Snaps poorly. One behind. 5-5. 35 now. South Launceston, North Launceston yet to score. Those inside 50s, Matt?
I've got 9-3.
Okay, so just total dominance. Yes, there is a bit of a breeze, but I don't think it's that much. Out at fullback now is Marley Brown. Out here looking for a teammate. Ella Creswell drops the mark, recovers, tackled by Liana Freestone, back to Marley Brown. Her handball smothered, just great forward line pressure here. Results in a snap there from Liana Freestone. It goes across the face. Her sister Jasline's over there, but it's taken away there by the Bombers.
North had the numbers there. It was Bailey who picked that up, gets it out of the dangerous area for now. Could be coming back in though. Sweeping ball, handball comes to Corbett. Corbett kicked up towards half forward. Oh, and that's a good intercept mark taken by Digin then. That's Kiara Digit of the North Launceston Footy Club. No, not for that one, sorry. Play goes on. We ran the centre of the ground. Loose footy to be won here. Bit of a fist in there from Rihanna Binns. Rihanna Binns got a fist in there. And it's going to be a ball up. That converges over this one. We'll have a ball up in the centre of the ground. Dave Moore.
Update from Windsor Park. Geelong Falcons 6-1-37. The Tassie Devils 4-3-27.
Ball up in the middle of Youngtown Oval. 17.5 minutes gone. Rucks go up at it. Comes to the ground. Loose ball to be won. Well, Pat converges around this one. No, we won't have a secondary ball up. Still a loose ball. Ground ball to be won. Madden goes off the ground. Gets it inside 50 again for South Launceston. Picked up. Taylor Tudor laying a tackle there immediately. Thrown on the boot. It's in the pocket for South. Bouncing footy. Who can get there first? Here's Grace Gillow. She's in there. Picks it up. Tackled immediately. The umpire says, give it to me. We will go again. So we'll have a ball up in the forward pocket for South Launceston. Umpire wastes no time. Gets it up there. Yeah, first is Jazz Freestone. Comes around to Sulzberger. Sulzberger pops one up towards the square. Didn't quite get the contact she'd hoped for there, Lucy Sulzberger. Still goes again, though. Good second effort. Puts her head over the footy. Gets a handball out to Viney. Viney can't quite pick up. Now she does. Got time to recover. Gets around one. Gets around two. And a Viney. Misses on the left-hand side, but they're certainly peppering, Dave Moore.
They are peppering. They could have kicked 2 or 3 more in this first quarter. There's still a little bit of time left here. And they've really dominated this first quarter. 5-6-36 South Launceston, North Launceston yet to score. It's the South Launceston men starting their warm-up there on the far side. Near the scoreboard, just over the back there, been doing some exercises. Now, it's come up towards the wing, Ashley Corbett. She's got an outlet kick here if she can find the target in Michaela Woods. Great kick by Corbett, finds Woods. Just steadies things down a bit. She's got a leading player there in Viney, who presents over her, though, and the mark taken by Ashlyn Dingen. Dingen plays on, gets it to half forward. Can North fashion a goal here late in the quarter? Plenty of South defenders, though. There's Woods again, just a bit hesitant to pick up the ball. She does now. Little kick sideways will find Maggie Dick. She's got an outlet play here in Viney. Doesn't hit the target, though. Over the back, they'll come in again to North Launceston through Bree Eichen. Centering kick to Ella Creswell. So a chance to go deep into attack, but they fill the hole back there, and Maggie Dick takes an intercept mark.
So Maggie Dick in the last 30 seconds or so of this first term comes out towards the flank there and finds Freestone. So Liana Freestone gets around the player on the mark there, kicks up, tries to find Viney, bit of a half volley for Viney. She's got the opportunity to sweep in again, gets a quick handball out before she's tackled. Here's Breward, Hayley Breward guard, gets it on the boot right in front of us here. Clean bowls Jazz initially, Jazz Freestone that is, but she's got time to recover, wheel around, go on the right, gets it up towards half forward. Perhaps a chance for South Launceston in these dying seconds of the first term. Georgia Gillow's in there, goes once, goes twice, gets a handball back to Lucy Sulzberger. Lucy Sulzberger on the pain of 50 here. Kicked up towards, and the siren's going to beat them. It was right there for Grace Gillow, but not quite. Siren gone. Quarter time here at Youngtown. It is South Launceston, 5-6-36. North Launceston yet to score, but a pretty entertaining first quarter of footy, Dave Moore.
Yes, Matt, it was. Free-flowing, not too much congestion. But just South dominated. I mean, North had a couple inside 50s early, but from then on, South just moved the ball well. They're a very quick side. They've got a lot of good link-up players. Like Grace Weldon was everywhere in that first quarter. She was terrific. As was playing the ruck. Jazz Freestone was basically playing as an old-fashioned ruck rover. Like she was just playing everywhere and getting her own clearances half the time. So just dominance across the field. I'd say North Launceston a little bit shell-shocked. They had a good game last week against Longford. Would have come in confident. Now, you're always hesitant because let's wait and see if there's any wind advantage. I don't think it's 5 goals, put it that way. But we'll see if North can use that scoring end this quarter. We'll make more judgment at half-time. But, gee, so far it's been all South Launceston.
We definitely will. We'll go down to Chris Sayer on the boundary line.
Chris,
G'day, Chris Sayer.
What do you got for us?
You saw the South Launceston team walking around the ground on the other side there.
Yes.
I can tell you that was a combined team of the seniors and a junior team. I'm guessing under 12s.
Right.
I've learnt that the South Launceston are hosting this junior team. They've just given them lunch
Oh, great.
And
cool.
then they had a team photo with the seniors.
Okay.
And now they're going to be permitted to sit in the lounge, in the change rooms, to listen to the coach's address to the seniors.
Fantastic initiative.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's great that South are doing this for their juniors.
That's terrific, Chris. Thanks for that update. I was wondering what was going on over there.
Sounds like a great opportunity for the youngsters, Dave. That's
absolutely.
terrific.
We better get to the goal kickers because we're going to take a break.
We sure can. Yeah, we will. So
and
for
stats
South,
as
I've
well.
got some stats.
Yeah, do those.
So let's do the inside 50 count for the first quarter. It was South Launceston 13 to North Launceston 4. And as you mentioned, a couple of those for North Launceston came inside the first minute of that term. But our goal kickers, Halliana Madden has kicked the 2. She's looked dangerous up forward. Some really good overhead marks. And signals to Liana Freestone, Lucy Salisberger and Keely Morrison.
And, of course, no goal kickers for North Launceston. And just a quick update from Windsor Park. It's the Geelong Falcons 6-1-37, leading the Devils 5-3-33 in the under-18 boys. Well, we better take a break, Matt, otherwise the next quarter will be starting.
Absolutely. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with you soon.
Love's got a funny way of showing up when you least expect it. It can light up your darkest days, baby, if you let it. It can pull you out of your deepest pain. It's the sun on your skin after the rain. It's that you just know everything's gonna be okay. Down on my knees and I still can't believe you showed up out of the blue. I'm so happy it hurt when they walked out the door. Happy they left my heart broke on the floor. Happy I don't have to fight anymore. Had to leave it behind me. So
Welcome back to Youngtown Oval. Dave Moore, Matt Donaldson with you here on the AFL Tas live stream. Chris Sayer has been down to the North Launceston huddle. Chris, what do you got?
Yeah, the coach is very positive, of course. He's trying to keep his team positive. To contest the ball, the opposition love to handball, especially in the middle of the ground. So they need to keep pressure on their opponents to stop that handball. He says they're not here to lose the game, they're here to achieve. So he's still setting them standards, even though they're up against it on the scoreboard. So he's trying to get the players to enjoy the game. Really, that's the important thing, and to get something out of this game.
Fantastic. And just looking at the other Premier League games around the region, they're all played at the same time today, which we like. G. Deloraine 11-6-72 lead Longford no score. Scottsdale 1-1-7 leading Launceston yet to score. Now Scottsdale could secure a finals berth if they win that game today.
Yeah, they could, Dave. Like, big ladder implications for all the games, really. And we consider this is for South Launceston. They can skip ahead on the ladder depending on how Deloraine go. Rucks go at it. We're back in the centre in the meantime. Ronnie Jetson got the tap on that occasion. Loose footy to be won here in the centre of the ground. Umpire blows the whistle and we'll have a secondary ball up. It is South Launceston leading by 36 points early in this second term. South Launceston win the tap down on that occasion. Get it to Grace Weldon. Weldon pops it on the boot, goes up towards half forward. Ground footed to be won. Tackled immediately there was Liana Freestone. Got a handball out. Handball out comes to Lucy Sulzberger. She follows up with a handballer of her own. It's just dancing around the paint of 50 at the moment. Loose footy. Ground ball to be won. Picking it up there was Rani Mild. Gets a handball out. There's been a whistle. And it is going the way of North Launceston. Umpire's pointing at Hayley Brewer there. I'm not quite sure what happened off the ball there, David. It's going to be a North Launceston free kick in front of the scoreboard. And it is going the way of Bree Eichen. So Bree Eichen in the back pocket right in front of the scoreboard here at Youngtown.
Great first quarter.
Yeah, she sure did. Had a good rep game too about a month ago, Dave. We covered that one for City Park Radio on the live stream. Kicked out, but intercept mark is taken by Hannah Viney. So Hannah Viney for South Launceston. A couple of kicks away from goal. Hannah Viney goes up towards half forward. In fact, gets this one inside 50. Juggling mark there for Freestone. Not quite. It was Liana Freestone. Pops it on the boot. Goes up towards the square. Comes off hands. Loose ball to be won. Handballed out. North under pressure. Throw. It's going to be a relieving free kick there in the back line. Going the way of Maddie Granger.
Granger kicks to half back. South, though, look like coming back into attack. Working hard there is Weldon. He's tackled. It's going to be a ball up just inside 50 for the Bulldogs. 36-point lead at quarter time. Off hands. Little kick out of congestion for the Bombers. There towards Morrison. Picks up the footy. Gets out of the tackle there from Bailey. Kicks inside 50. It's all South Launceston. Liana Freestone chasing the ball, but good work out of defence there by Zoe Stebbings. But she kicks it out of bounds on the full, unfortunately for the Bombers. And Liana Freestone.
It is, but probably not a bad result, Dave, because she was under the pump there. Zoe Stebbings has got a little bit of distance. Kick comes back in towards the goal square. Madden's there, comes off her hands. Loose footy wrapped up straight away. Madden lays a tackle, and we will have a boundary throw-in or a ball up deep in that pocket. Might be a ball up. It's going to be Madden in the ruck for South. Jetson gets the hand to it first. Bouncing footy around. Chance for North to clear. Loose ball inside 50. Head over the footy there was Freestone. Handball out. It was Sulzberger with a handball out. Centering ball comes back inboard to the pocket. Can North clear this footy? Loose ball to be won in the pocket. Dangerous ball for North. Doesn't come out. Hayley Brewer's there. She's on all fours. Gets a quick handball out towards Sulzberger. Still a loose footy to be won. Dangerous ball and North with a relieving chance to clear. Loose footy, but it did look like Ella Creswell all over this one. Can't quite clear it out. We might have a ball up. No, it's pinged out again. Loose ball to be on right on the paint of 50. Good tackle laid there by Dingeon, Kiara Dingeon, and we will have a ball up, Dave Moore.
The umpires let it go a long time there, but credit to the North Lonnie defence there. They tackled hard. Didn't give any leeway there to their South Launceston opponents. Comes out now towards Eichen in front of the scoreboard. Tries to get a handball to a teammate close to the boundary line. Little kick to the pocket towards Liana Freestone. It's out of bounds on the full. Relieving free kick going the way here of Taylor Barnes. Might be County Ewington, in fact, the number 9. Yep. Long way away from us here. So Ewington, kick towards half back, but nice mark to Breward. She's 2 kicks out from goal. She plays on immediately, gets it to Sulzberger on the bounce. Back to Breward. She's 30 out, centering kick. Chance Weldon goes past her. Morrison battling for the ball there with Jaylene Bailey, though, does well to get out of defence. This is the kick, though, they can't get. Now they do. It's the ruckman there in Jetson.
Oh, the wind got a hold of that one.
Did indeed. You can see the effect of the wind on this game now. Windy hill here at Youngtown. Killy Morrison gets a quick handball out. They try to work it forward. Back to Morrison. Gets around an opponent. Handball backwards, doesn't hit the mark. Round the corner, Jazz Freestone. Her kick smothered. They're working hard, both teams. Oh, that comes out now to Breward, who sets sail for goal. I don't think that was touched. Hayley Breward has scored the goal for South Launceston. That's her first, and that's their 6th. Oh, take a
Oh,
breath.
they were, yeah, well done, Dave. Good call there. It was relentless, weren't they? South Launceston were absolutely relentless, and North Launceston were great. There was a number of kicks that were smothered and partial handballs smothered, but South just kept pressing. You felt there's going to be a shot on goal any second here, and eventually it did come through Hayley Bruard. So Hayley Bruard kicks the first of the second term. South Launceston skip away to 6-6-42. North Launceston yet to score, and we've gone 5 minutes in this second term.
North Lonnie can't connect out of defence, Matt, so their kicks are just rush kicks, and that's to 50-50s. And when you've got the class of South Launceston forming a line across half forward, it's going back in and back in. Eventually, the damn wall breaks.
Yeah, it did. I did feel a bit for Jetson because the wind took her kick. She got the boot to the ball. It got some height, but the breeze really did take it back in the centre. And speaking of Jetson, she wins that tap down, but it comes out South Launceston's way initially. Grace Weldon bounced through her hands, loose footy to be won. It was Jetson getting a boot to ball in the centre of the ground, bursting through there. Here's a chance for North Launceston as they move this up towards half forward. Kick inside, 50, bouncing footy, chance for North. Again, how's the South Launceston defence going to hold up? Maggie Dick was over that one, got a hand on it, and we've had a whistle, and we will have a ball up about 30 metres out from North Launceston's goal. So a chance for North Launceston to get on the scoreboard here. Almost 6 minutes gone in this second term. Umpire doesn't waste too much time. It was Jazz Freestone with the tap on that occasion, and a chance for South Launceston to clear. Sweeping handball through. Socket off the ground there by Maddie Munting of North. So it's still there for North Launceston. Socket off the ground again there. Georgia Gillow this time, and they can come out the broadcast wing of the ground. Here's Keely Morrison getting a handball. Thrown onto the boot there. Here's Grace Weldon. Just she works hard. Grace Weldon, the bounce eludes her though, and it goes the way of her opponent there in Taylor Barnes on that occasion. Sweeping handball out. Meanwhile, Ella Creswell was down on the ground. Gets a possession. Play on, says the umpire. Picking it up there was Bailey for North Launceston. Kicks up towards half forward. Ground footy to be won. Getting there first was Jazz Freestone. Tried to find Viney with the hand pass. Still here at half forward. Ground footy to be won. Madden getting in there. Did she get a handball away? Umpire said it was okay. Play on. Ball comes out. Comes away of Jazz Freestone. Jazz Freestone gets it on the boot. Goes towards Liana Freestone. We're right on the paint of 50 here for South Launceston at half forward. Good pressure applied there by Youngtown of North Launceston. Handball back, trying to find Hannah Viney. She does just that. Lucy Sulzberger throws it on the boot, and they go inside 50. Ball goes over the back. Dangerous footy here. Madden first to it. She's got some support there if she needs it. Meanwhile, a chance to clear. And that was through Maddie Granger throwing that ball onto the boot there. Handball's back. North Launceston not quite out of trouble yet, but they try to move this ball forward. That wind gets that high ball again. A loose footy to be won right in front of us here. Tackled straight away there, and there'll be a ball up right in front of us. It was Ash Corbett with the footy there. It was tackled on that occasion.
6-6-42, South Launceston, North Launceston yet to score. We've got an injured player in back play. It's Keely Morrison, who's getting up gingerly. Hope it's not another knock to the head there. And she takes off the nose guard. Comes off very gingerly. Might be just a winding. We'll just keep an eye on that. She's holding her nose a little bit. There's a few interchanges take place with this stoppage in play. Umpire Bowden throws it up. Tapped out there. In the ruck at the moment, Rani Jetson. Icon tries to work it clear. Getting to the footy is Dingen. She lays a tackle, but South are winning these hard ball clearances. Kick now forward for the Bulldogs. Bouncing footy loose at half forward. Handball over the top. There from Sulzberger to Liana Freestone, who got a high tackle. So she'll take the free kick, 40 out in front. Too far out to score with this breeze. Sets it up. Over the back. Chance here now. Getting to the ball is Gillow. She's worried out of it. Good tackling by the North defence, who are happy to concede a rush behind. They're now 6-7-43, the Bulldogs. North Launceston yet to score. Chris Sayer, if you're hearing me loud and clear there, the breeze down there, you got to comment on it.
Yeah, it's sort of switched 90 degrees. It was sort of favouring the bigger Gumtree over to your right now. It's sort of over towards the scoreboard. So it's sort of favouring that northern end now.
Okay, interesting.
Ronnie Jetson brings the ball over. It's been intercepted by Lucy Sulzberger. Sulzberger marks about 45 out. Pops this one up. Pat converges. North has some numbers around this footy. Another chance to clear again. It's out there towards the scoreboard side of the ground. Another chance here for Hayley Bruard. She's picked that one up first. Sweeping handball comes through. Comes back to Bruard. Bruard throws it on the boot in the pocket. A bouncing footy. Can Madden get there? No. It's come off. Oh, it's a goal. It wasn't touched. Bruard kicks her second. And kicks her second of this second quarter. Been going almost 10 minutes, and it'll be 7-7-49. North Launceston here to score. Like, I thought that came off hands, Dave Moore, but obviously it didn't. And it's bounced through for a goal. Great goal there by Hayley Bruard.
Goal of the day nomination, Matt?
Might well be. Might well be. It was a pretty good one.
Down at Windsor Park, it's the Geelong Falcons 6-7-43 leading the Devils 6-5-41, so a close one there. And we'll have another round the grounds pretty soon in the Women's Premier League. Really interesting result there. Might be developing at Scottsdale. But here it's all one-way traffic. 7-7-49, South Launceston, North Launceston yet to score 10 minutes into this quarter.
Those inside 50s, Dave, in this quarter at 6-2.
Yeah. So, we gave North the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they could take advantage of the breeze. But as Chris Sayer said, it might have swung round here. It's a bit of a fluky one today. Out it comes now. Taking it away is Liana Freestone. Bursts out of the contest. Over the head of Sulzberger. Gee, that gets a lot of distance, that kick. It's going to fall into the pocket there towards Georgia Gillow. She tries to scoop it back in. She does. Gives the North a chance to clear it here. That's Giantini with a kick out of defence. Gets good distance. But
good grab Brewitt again.
Yeah, she's been one of the best on the ground so far, no doubt about it. Lots of possessions and 2 goals. She plays on. Centering ball to Sulzberger. She might have got a little shove from Giantini. Umpire says no. Comes back to Sulzberger. All the time in the world. Kicks it towards the goal square. All North there, but they don't take advantage. And Felmingham tries to burrow away through. And it'll be a ball up about 20 metres out from South Launceston goal.
So ball up. We've been going 10.5 minutes in the second term. South Launceston by 49 points. Rucks go at it. Comes over towards Sulzberger. She gets a hand to it initially. Madden's underneath this pack. And I think we'll have a whistle. And what's the call? We'll have a ball. No, the ball spilled out. Come free. A lot of players around this footage. It's hard to get a possession. Hannah Viney there down on her knees trying to get this footy out for South Launceston. It's still right there. Again, pack converges. Oh, a snap towards goal was Hannah Viney, and she's hit the top of the post. So a behind there to Hannah Viney. And South Launceston crack the half-ton. They've got the 50 up, 7-8-50. North Launceston yet to score, and we've been going 11.5 minutes.
Round the grounds, Matt. Scottsdale 7 lead, Launceston yet to score. And also at Longford, it's Deloraine 80, Longford yet to score. Ball comes out into the back pocket now for the Bombers. And it's kicked along the wing. The target there is the number 12 in Jaylene Bailey. Picks it up now, darts away, kicks to the wind looking for Tiffany Whitney. She has to go from behind here. Ball spills to the front of the contest. We've got a holding free kick. It's going to come back here to Jazz Freestone. So about 70 out from goal, left half forward. A bit indecisive as lead's coming. Pops it up. From behind there goes Sulzberger. Falls to Felmingham, can't pick it up. Back now to Sulzberger. She'll swing towards goal. Falls a bit short. Madden's there. Swings round. Kicks towards goal. I think that might be a goal.
It is, Dave. Yes,
it
Madden.
is. Halliana Madden. That was
3.
Really, really good play there. She picked it up at the bootlaces, turned around as nonchalant as you like, and smacked it through.
And just popped it through. Lucy Sulzberger getting involved in that passage of play too, Dave. And again, they are absolutely peppering. The inside 50 count 7-2 this quarter. And they are really pressing and just a bit relentless as Lucy Sulzberger comes off the ground there for a bit of a spell. Tags with Grace Gillow, who goes back into that forward line. But they're looking dangerous, aren't they, South? Every time they go forward, they're making the most of the inside 50s and just relentless. Northern Bombers defence under a bit of pressure. They've done well to stem the flow as much as they can, but you just feel that shot on goal is coming.
So Keely Morrison, report on her from Chris Sayer.
Yes, she's okay. I think she just had a bit of a winded,
situation.
But she's got her goggles back on. She's ready to come back on.
Thank you, Chris.
Back in the centre of Youngtown over. Runny Jetson comes over the top and gets the tap down on this occasion. Loose footy to be won in the centre of the ground. Here's Madden getting a quick handball out. And a sweeping handball for South Launceston with a chance to get this one out. That was Liana Freestone. Finally, this ball does break away for South. Good grab there. Hayley Brewitt getting involved again. Doesn't waste any time, Alan. There's been a 50-metre penalty. So I think a player ran into the protected area on that occasion. And it's going to be a 50 for Hayley Brewitt. And it's a pretty good 52, Dave Moore. It will take her to close to within range. Brewitt doesn't waste any time. Throws it on the boot. And across the face. Goes through from behind on the left-hand side. So Brewitt, 2 goals, 2 all scored in this quarter for Hayley Brewitt.
No one on the mark there for North Launceston. There's a bit of indecision there as to how far the 50 was going to be. So it was just a free shot on goal there for Brewitt. Probably had more time. Could have run in further. But anyway, Rani Jetson is going to have the ball in the defensive goal square. And she goes the far side of the ground. That will be out of bounds in the 50, I think. So it'll be a boundary throw in. Right in front of the scoreboard, 14 minutes gone. Quarter number 2. You're listening to the AFL, watching the AFL Tas live stream. My name's Dave Moore with Matt Donaldson and Chris Sayer. And
Free
so we
kick
do have a
to
free
South
kick.
because it came directly from the kick out, I think.
Correct.
Because it bounced out, so it counts as like an out of bounds on
Good
the full
pick
leg,
up.
and I didn't.
Good pick up, Matt. Short kick is the mark. And get my glasses up there.
It is Jazz Freestone.
It is, number 8 there. So Jazz Freestone, who's been a dominant player in this game. Thinks about the short kick. She might settle back for a shot here. It'd be a long one if she got it. I'll tell you what, it's a good kick. It is a terrific kick. Jazz Freestone made the distance and more. She could have been further out and still converted there. So another goal to South Launceston, and Jazz Freestone.
That was a great kick off the boot, Dave Moore.
It was.
Goal
first,
of the week nomination, I
yeah,
reckon.
another
that
one.
Too.
We've got a few now.
We've had a couple, yeah.
So that's what her first goal of the day. 9-9-63 now, yet to score. So South continue on their merry way.
Yeah, they sure do. And Kelly Morrison heading back on the ground, which
Great
is really
news.
good to see. So almost 16 minutes gone here in this second term from Youngtown. 9-9-63, South Launceston, North Launceston yet to score. Hayley Bruard hitting the scoreboard hard this quarter with 2 goals, 1 in this quarter. And that inside 50 count, 8-2. So South Launceston getting some territory again. Back in the centre of the ground. Jetson gets the tap down for North. Loose footy to be won in the centre of the ground, though. Picking up was Taylor Tudor. Taylor Tudor tackled immediately, and that is holding the ball. So free kick to South Launceston. And it's Madden. She's getting busy as well, laying that tackle. She gets the free kick, goes out wide, finds Freestone. Freestone doesn't waste any time moving this ball towards half forward. Oh, good grab. Straight to her sister in Liana Freestone. Liana Freestone goes towards the goal square. Dangerous footy. And it was touched. So Liana Freestone there, and South continue to look pretty dangerous here. Be North Launceston to bring this ball in, closing in on half time. They hold a pretty decent lead here at Youngtown Oval, 9-10-64. Leading North Launceston by those 64 points. North Launceston bring this footy back in. Kick towards 50. Keely Morrison bursts through. Keely Morrison goes towards goal. Bouncing footy. Oh, nicely done there by the defender in Ewington from North Launceston to get this over for a rush behind. So another behind there for South Launceston. They tick along to 9-11-65.
Gee, I don't know what's I think Launceston now might be just a peg below South and Deloraine. Just watching footy in the last few weeks. And South and Deloraine, if they meet in the grand final, it'll be a terrific contest because both teams are full of stars. Here's Viney, one of those. She gets it towards the goal square, picks it up, gets it now nicely. Shot on goal is converted by Grace Gillow, and that's another one. So they just worked it out there through handball, and just North Launceston are able to clear their defence, and they're giving further opportunities to that South forward line, who are deadly. They've got how many goal kickers now, Matt? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 goal kickers.
7 goal kickers and 5 goals this quarter as well, Dave. So
yeah, that's correct. And we've still got a few minutes to play.
Yeah, we do. So a chance, geez, they just look so dangerous, don't they? I need to update my inside 50 count. I've got 9-2, so they're pretty much scoring every time they've gone inside 50.
What's that match total now? 22?
22-6.
So 22 scoring shots and the 21 scoring shots
for 22 inside 50s.
Entries. So, yep.
So in terms of inside 50 efficiency, that is right up there.
From the ball up, here's Madden up against her opponent in Jetson. Ball spills to the front. And what a versatile player Madden is. She can play forward now. She's in the ruck. We've seen Jazz Freestone in the ruck a lot today. We're going to get a secondary ball up just near the centre circles. It's 71 South Launceston, North Launceston yet to score. No
surprise to see Hannah Viney down there in that pack trying to get that footy clear. This is Jetson. Get a quick handball out, but it was intercepted there by Alice Fox of South. Comes out towards Viney again. Viney sort of slinging the tackle. Ball feels free. Socket off the ground. Up towards half forward. Loose footy to be won here on the ground. North there first. Still that loose footy to be won. Players converge. There's plenty of players around this football. And we've had a whistle. And we will have a ball up right on the paint of 50. It's a half forward for North Launceston. It's going to be Imogen Williams to go up in the ruck for North. She gets to it first. Loose footy, sweeping handball over the top. And here's Madden again getting busy. Bounces around. A chance for North Launceston now as they move this footy inside 50. Getting there first was Hardwick, though, for South Launceston. Handball only goes as far as Binns. Rihanna Binns comes, though, back to Hardwick. And she throws it on the boot. Gets it out of the danger area for now. Sweeping on foot first is Liana Freestone. Picks it up. Gets a handball inboard. Finds a teammate there in Sam Davies. Davies handball. There's been a whistle. And we are going to have a ball up on that outer side. We've been playing for 19 minutes. So inside the final minute here of this one. Madden was up, got the tap there. Gets some bit of space with this one. And a chance for South Launceston to come back to Madden. She throws it on the boot, goes right in the centre of the ground. Good contest, this, and a good one-on-one. It was Taylor Barnes and Grace Weldon in the boot. Barnes got there first, threw it on the boot, only as far as Sam Davies. Sam Davies gets it a little bit further down the wing. Loose footy to be won. Running onto it first is Jazz Freestone. Jazz Freestone will get this one. Tackled immediately, and that's going to be holding the ball. Free kick to North Launceston. Here's Dave Moore.
Good tackle there. Looks like the number 12 there, and Jaylene Bailey's been pretty good. She tries to square it to Eichen, but in the way there is Brouard. Best on ground for mine. Settles it here towards Weldon. Can't quite take the mark. Has a second opportunity. Picks it up. Get away from her opponent. Kicks to a dangerous position here. Grace Gillow can't pick it up. She's got a teammate in close attendance. Off the ground, and that is Grace Gillow. Sorry, that was Grace Gillow the second time who kicked a behind, is it?
Rush behind, yeah.
Rush behind, sorry.
Just toe poke through by the North defender. It was Marley Brown. Marley Brown got a boot to it and just ensured that it was a rush behind. So score ticks over to 10-12-72. North Launceston yet to score. So South Launceston lead by that 72-point margin at half-time.
Bit of symmetry in that scoreline, Matt.
Yeah, geez, isn't there? I certainly can. So they kicked 5-6 in the first quarter. Well, guess what, Dave? 5-6 in the second. Can you believe it? Those goal kickers for South Launceston. I'll take you through on. Madden's kicked 3. Hayley Brouard hit the scoreboard a few times in that quarter. She kicked 2 goals, and then singles to Freestone, Liana Freestone, that is, Lucy Sulzberger, Jazz Freestone, Grace Gillow, and Keely Morrison.
Okay, so, just a dominant half from South Launceston. Both ends of the ground, they were scoring heavily. So, North Launceston have got to go back and lick their wounds a bit here, because they would have had higher expectations, I think, than this scoreline today. They would have been hoping to still be in the game here at half-time. We just might go round the grounds just before we have our break here on the AFL Tas live stream. So the score here, 10-12-72 South. North no score. At Longford, it's Deloraine 14-9-93. Longford no score. And I've asked someone at the ground if they can check this score, Matt, because it's not changing a lot. But the last score we had there at Scottsdale, it was Scottsdale 117, leading Launceston yet to score. But when we come back after the break, I'll make sure that's correct, because it just doesn't seem to be updating very much. Okay, so, look, I think you'd agree with me that South are well on top. They've got so many good players.
Yeah, they sure do, don't they?
I'll just go down quickly. You've got Brouard, who's been fantastic. Both the Freestone girls. Jazz has been terrific in the ruck. Lucy Sulzberg has been dangerous. Ashley Corbett, as usual, just dominant performance. Both the Gillow girls, Grace and Georgia, are playing a role up forward. Let me see, Ivy Filmingham has been terrific. Maggie Dick across halfback. So, I mean, and Halliana Madden. So,
she's been busy, popping up all over the ground and taking some really good overhead marks. And Grace Weldon, one of our favourites, Dave. We always mention how hard she works and how hard she runs across the ground. So just a lot of stars jump out for us from that South Launceston list.
North had some triers along the way that are really putting in 100%. Brie Ike and Jaylene Bailey have been pretty good. Young Dingeon. But they just need a little bit more from a few more players just to try and work their way back into this contest.
Yeah, they sure do. They wouldn't have expected that scoreline at half-time, and neither did we, to be honest, Dave. We certainly didn't see this coming, but it's South Launceston by those 72 points at half-time.
We'll take a break here on the AFL Tas live stream. See you in a few minutes.
The forecast for this weekend is the right kind of hot and the right kind of cold, all in the same day. Because the NTFA is in our DNA. Road trips and stops at the cafe. There's karaoke on the highway. Oops, too many lattes. The juniors, the seniors, talent pathways.
Avery Thomas, that's a strong mark.
Mate, I used to play with him, eh? It's the frost, it's the fog, the spray, and the spray. The crescendo of car horns from the parking bay. 22 clubs, 67 teams, 9 Premiership Cups. Get to your local footy club this weekend.
I'll pay you an extra $20 a week to stay in 92. Out of my pocket. Boys, let's go.
Welcome back here to Youngtown Oval. South Launceston just coming back out onto the ground. North Launceston stayed out on the ground at half-time. They're getting some more advice there from their coach, and umpires are out there. We're not far away from the start at half-time here at South Launceston, 10-12-72. They're leading North Launceston yet to score. And, Matt, you got the other scores there?
Yeah, sure, mate. We can do a bit of a around the grounds, Dave, because ladder positions are certainly pending when we get to this end of the season, and some very interesting, equations on the NTFA Premier League ladder for women. So we know that South Launceston leading here 72 points to 0. At Longford today, Longford are taking on Deloraine, or hosting Deloraine, and it's Longford with a big half-time lead there, 18-11-119. Leading Longford women yet to score. And we've got a pretty tight one at the Scottsdale Rec Ground. And they started at the same time as us, so it'll probably be half-time or early in that third quarter. Scottsdale Senior Women 139, leading Launceston Senior Women 1 behind. So implications there, Dave.
Yep.
If Scottsdale win and hold on there,
they're
looking pretty much into that fourth
spot. There'd have to be some amazing results
because they'd have a game buffer plus about 25 percentage points on North
You're not going to
Launceston.
make up in the last round. So
No, so they'd be all but qualified for finals, which is a great result for Scottsdale.
not sure if our boundary rider is about, so I'm going to press the button and take a punt that he's somewhere and can talk to us. Chris Sayer, are you about? No, he's not. So he's gone somewhere. He wasn't in vision. I always get nervous when I can't see him. So he might be chatting down below to somebody.
So doing some research for us,
He
no doubt,
is,
Dave.
yeah, that's it. It's good. We'll hear from him when I can see him appear on the boundary line. So North have broken up. We just might go through those goal kickers again, Matt.
Yeah, we sure
I'll
can.
give you the Windsor
So,
Park score in a sec.
Absolutely, and like we said, a bit of symmetry about that first and second quarter, with South kicking 5-6 in each of those first two quarters. Our goal kickers for South Launceston, Halliana Madden, she's got 3. Haley Breward got 2, kicked both of those in the second term. And then we've got singles to Liana Freestone, Lucy Sulzberger, Jazz Freestone, Grace Gillow, and Keely Morrison as well. And North Launceston yet to score here at half-time.
And at the Windsor Park, it's the Geelong Falcons under-18s playing the Tassie Devils. They're just away in the third quarter. The Falcons 43 lead the Devils 41. Earlier today in the reserves here, it was a big win to South Launceston, 31-12, 198 to North Launceston, 2 behinds. And South also had a big win in the under 18.5s earlier. Stick with us today. We've got the men's game coming up on the AFL Tas live stream and simulcast on City Park Radio. And at half-time in that, we'll go through all the scores around Northern Tasmania and elsewhere. Okay, umpire Mick Bowden's got the ball aloft, and we're underway in the third quarter.
And it's Freestone versus Jetson in the ruck. Jetson wins the tap on this occasion, gets that ball down, tap it immediately there. Was a South Launceston player in Liana Freestone, and we will go again. So a secondary ball up. Again, Jetson gets the first hands to it, but it's a bobbling ball inside the centre square here at Youngtown. Loose footy, no one yet to a bit of a toe poke out there by Jazz Freestone, trying to get a little bit of distance. Here's Lucy Sulzberger. We called her name a lot in the first half. Goes again. Lucy Sulzberger gets a quick handball out. Finds Hannah Viney. Hannah Viney there with a sweeping handball over the top. Only as far as Bree Icon for North. So a little bit of an opportunity here for North Launceston if they can get this footy moving. They're going to move the footy inside 50 now. Chance for North. Maggie Dick takes the intercept mark. But North get their first inside 50 of the half. So Maggie Dick with the relieving mark gets this one over to Hayley Brewer. wide. The captain sweeping handball over the top. Here's South Launceston with a bit of movement about this footy. And they find Jazz Freestone in the middle. Well, it's not Jazz Free. It's Jazz Freestone in the middle of Youngtown Oval. Kicks this one inside 50. Chance for South Launceston early in this one. Again, laying a tackle there on Matty Munting. Matty Munting was composed and got a handball away. Bounces off the chest there of Ronnie Milne for South Launceston, and we've got a whistle. Play on, says the umpire. Ronnie Milne goes again, pops it up towards full forward. Loose footy over the back. Dangerous ball for North Launceston. Getting there first is Bailey of North Launceston. Picks the footy up, gets around one, gets around two, sweeping handball to try and find some space. But here's some danger though. Quick kick into the pocket. Oh, good smother from the back there. That was Zoe Stebbings with the smother. Prevented a certain shot on goal. We've got a loose footy inside 50. Toe poked off the ground. That was Ella Creswell getting out of the danger zone for now. And we've got a number of players around this one. There's been a free kick whistle blown. It's going to be a South Launceston free kick.
Ashley Corbett will emerge with the free kick. Shorts it up here to Weldon, who takes a mark on the chest. So Weldon now goes back quickly. Kick towards the square. Good lead out. Good mark. And shot on goal now to Halliana Madden, who's already kicked 3 today. A number of marks in that first quarter. 4 inside 50 marks in quarter number 1. She's already taken one here. Should have no problem with the distance, you'd think. 25 out. Gets good purchase on the footy and kicks another goal for South Launceston. Good work in the square there too to shepherd the ball through from South Launceston. Goal number 4, Halliana Madden. 11 for the year. A player on the rise, Matt Donaldson.
Yes,
South kicked their 11th.
Jeez, 4 goals, 1. Halliana Madden, dangerous forward target. We mentioned before, nice overhead grabs. That one was a nice mark on a lead. And a beautiful kick by Grace Wilden as well, at getting that footy inside 50. So again, they start the second half as they started the first half with 11-12-78 up on the scoreboard. North Launceston yet to score. And Madden slots through her fourth goal. So 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. Back in the centre of the ground. Jetson's been good in the ruck today for North. Gets first hands to it. And we will go again, says the umpire. So a secondary ball up in the middle of the ground. We go again. Jetson wins it down. Only though as far as Liana Freestone. Loose footy to be won. Sweeping handball out. That was Viney for South Launceston. Gets it up towards half forward. Oh, goodness, that mark. Is that Brie Icon? I'll get the binoculars up. It is... No, it's Bailey. Nicely done, Bailey. Good grab, and then kicks it out to the wing. Chance here for North Launceston to try and work this footy forward. Comes off the hands there of Alice Fox on the wing for South. And sweeping around there is the number 12 in Corbett. Ashley Corbett finds a teammate in the centre of the ground in Jazz Freestone. Jazz Freestone goes a little bit further afield. Finds Liana Freestone. Freestone again gets this one on the right. Pops it up inside 50. Where's Sulzberger? Over her head. Good mark. Good mark. That was a great mark by Bailey.
I think she's just about been the best for North Launceston today.
She's been really good. Agreed, Dave.
Clears it from half back into the centre of the ground. Leading out and taking a nice mark there is Dominique Giantini. So Giantini goes off the mark now and kicks towards half forward. Meeting the ball there hard is Whitney. But the ball ricochets back to South Launceston's Jazz Freestone. She kicks a bit blindly inside 50, but there's plenty of players up there with some class and get the footy. One of those is Grace Weldon. She kicks towards the goal square. Which way will it bounce? Nice here for Felmingham. From an angle, kicks towards goal across the face. Won't score. Be a boundary throw in beside the left behind post. Been playing 4.5 minutes here in the third quarter. NTFA Women's Premier League action. Myself, Dave Moore, Matt Donaldson and Chris Sayer. Might try and find Chris in a minute, see if he's down there with some words of wisdom from half-time. Might do that at the next stoppage in play, as we've got a boundary throw in. And it comes, Madden in the ruck, does well, wins it to the front. Here they go again through Weldon, who kicks semi-smothered. North defence doing well there. Felmingham comes in. She's tackled to the ground by Granger. Chris Sayer, if you're about, what do you got from half-time?
Yeah, not much, other than it's a lovely day down here still.
That's all we need to know.
That wind is weird, you know. It's just sort of favouring the gum tree now. It's swirling around. And it drops out and it gusts again. So I don't know how it's going to affect the men's game.
Ella Creswell goes long down the wing, gets out of the danger zone for now for South, but it's going to come back in through Ash Corbett. Corbett gets around 1, gets around 2, gets it up towards 50, and Hannah Viney takes the mark inside 50. 4 inside 50s to 1 so far this quarter. Kicked in towards 50. Here's Madden again, goes on the right, gets it close to goal, bouncing footy, it bouncing away with Georgia Gillow there. Here's another chance, kicks towards goal. Oh, marked right on the line. Handball's over the top. It's going to be a goal for South Launceston. Weldon pops it through. Grace Weldon. Gets it end up being a tight angle there, Dave Moore, but Grace Weldon, she works hard. She runs all over the ground and ends up with a goal in her scorecard here. So she kicked her first goal of the day, and South Launceston moved through to 12-12-84, leading North Launceston yet to score.
It was never going to be a mark, Matt. It went all about 6 metres, and Madden there had the presence of mind to get it to Weldon, who also had the presence of mind to get in the right position and snapped it through for a goal. And it's yet another goal kicker now for South Launceston, 6-7-8 now for the day.
Yep.
And she's in a great game and a great season today as Grace Weldon. Real live wire, covers a lot of territory. Back in the middle, up goes Jetson against Jazz Freestone. Jetson might have won that one. They volleyball it around a little bit. Escapes to the side of the contest. Scooped out by Liana Freestone to Viney. It's a tough ball to take hold of here. Back to Viney again. She gets a call from Milne, who takes the mark on the wing. Rani Milne, hero of last year's final series, won the game for South really against Deloraine when it was getting tight. She kicks further up the wing. Sideways kick here. Creswell gets good purchase on it. They can run onto it here, North Launceston, through Bridie Pike. She can't quite get a handle on it. They come through Whitney. Lays the tackle, doesn't stick. And the South player does well now to get it here towards Jazz Freestone. She takes off, kicks to space. And that space is inhabited there by Georgia Gillow. And she's got a chance to be another goal kicker here for South Launceston. She's 25 out, slide angle. And just positive play once again from South. They won it in the middle.
Those Freestones, David, dominating, aren't they? Getting a lot of the footy.
It's just great as a footy team when you know you can kick it long into the attacking 50 and someone's going to be there. And here we go now for the shot on goal. It's really, really good. That's Georgia Gillow's first. And as I said, yet another goal kicker now for South Launceston. Add Georgia Gillow to the list. 12-12-84 to no score. So 2-0 in this quarter. 7 3/4 minutes in.
Yeah, sure is.
3 goals.
Three goals, yeah. So
13-12-90.
So three goals in this quarter. One to Weldon, one to Georgia Gillow, and one to Madden. And we've been going 8 minutes in this term. And I update model score again, 5 inside 50s to 1. So they're making the most of the inside 50 opportunities.
Chris Say with an observation.
Yeah, just thinking, North Launceston have one runner delivering messages, but South coach Brett Gillow has 2 runners delivering messages, and they're very, very busy. One of them is the great South champion, Aaron Viney.
Okay. There's a connection there, I'm sure, with Hannah Viney as play starts again. Here's Matt Donaldson.
Loose footy in the centre of the ground. Here was Jetson again. She's been pretty good in the ruck. Wins the tap, but it's going to be South Launceston to bring this one away. High ball. Keely Morrison. Good overhead mark. Wastes no time. Gets it onto Grace Weldon. Grace turns and slips at the wrong moment. Gets a handball out, though, in the path of Keely Morrison. Morrison leads the race in this one. Sort of taps it forward to herself. Only as far as Brie Eichen. Brie Eichen picks this footy up. Has a moment to stop. Prop tries to get to the boot to it. Came off the side of the boot there. Another chance for South right in front of us. Freestone. Liana Freestone getting a handball out. This loose ball right on the paint of 50 for South Launceston. Dangerous one. Ends up with Hannah Viney. Hannah Viney gets it on the right. Bouncing footy inside 50. Look out for Grace Weldon. It's coming her way. It sure is. Grace Weldon. Handball in front of her. She's got the time to pick up. Gets away from her opponent. Grace Weldon from the impossible angle. And it is out of bounds on the full. But I was getting excited there, Dave, because Grace Weldon was about to do something a little bit magical. Out of bounds on the full on this occasion. It's still South Launceston by 90 points, 13-12-90. And North Launceston yet to score. And we've been going almost 10 minutes. So free kick to North Launceston in the back pocket. And it is going to be Maddie Granger to bring this one back in for North. Gets a bit of distance with the kick. Toe poke forward by Jazz Freestone, so it's still in there in the 50 for South Launceston. Here's Keely Morrison, tackled. How'd she get that ball out? Quick handball out. Kick partially smothered. Lucy Sulzberger sweeping handball. Grace Weldon again. Grace Weldon again. Oh, across the face for a behind. So Grace Weldon getting herself in dangerous positions, looking to hit that scoreboard again. 13-13-91. We've been going 10 minutes in the third quarter. So North Launceston to bring this footy back into play. And it is Taylor Barnes who gets onto this one, gets some distance, and then kicks long down towards the wing, trying to find Bailey there. She's been pretty good today. Loose footy to be won. It's on the paint of 50 for South Launceston. Picked up there by Corbett. Corbett with a kick inside and finds Sulzberger. Lucy Sulzberger found herself in a bit of space and has taken a mark out, about 35 straight in front. And a chance for Lucy Sulzberger to hit the scoreboard again. She kicked the one goal in the first quarter. Eyes are darting around. Sulzberger goes up towards the square. Madden there, came off her hands. Loose footy. Dangerous ball for North Launceston. Players converge. Plenty of players around this footy. Oh, sweeping handball came out as far as Viney, but the umpire has blown a whistle and we've got a relieving free kick going to North Launceston to Ella Creswell. Here's Dave Moore.
Thanks, Matt. Bit of a longer stint there. Just a few things to organise as Ella Creswell goes wide. The target there was Kiara Dingen. She couldn't take it. She lays the tackle now to Kiara Dingen and we'll get a ball up on attacking 50. 91 plays 0 here. Bit of a surprising scoreline given North's competitiveness throughout this season, but South have come to play today. They want to send a message to their rivals into the finals. Now, trip there on Liana Freestone will result in a free kick. Not too far out to score, but you never know with these Freestone girls. They can kick a long ball now. She's a bit slow getting up. Holding an arm, I think, Matt.
Yeah, I think she's just sort of nursing her arm.
Might have got a knock on the elbow. But, she seems to be okay.
She's pretty keen to take the kick, Dave. But yeah,
she
just
is.
grimacing
Yes,
a
when
little
you
bit.
get a kick, you are often keen as it kicks towards the top of the goal square. And Mark taken back there by the North defender. And that's the number
Bailey
12, and
again,
Jaylene
yeah,
Bailey.
she's
Yep,
been good.
the kick's not great though. She doesn't clear the area. Snap for goal is from...
I think it was Georgia Gillow.
Was it Georgia Gillow, number 18? There was an 8 on the back, so I think you're right there. So that was another behind there to South Launceston. They're 13-14-92. North Launceston yet to score. Just had the one inside 50 this quarter. And Rani Jetson now, the ruckman, cruises out of the square. Gets a lovely purchase on that kick. Almost gets it outside 50. In fact, she does get it outside 50. Bouncing footy. Tiffany Whitney comes up. Along the ground there from Ella Creswell. So they got to the centre of the ground now, North Launceston. Good tackle, Ella Creswell. And the umpire says, no, not good tackle, Ella Creswell. It was holding the player there. So Ashley Corbett will take the free kick, chips it towards half forward. Jetson almost meets it, but in front is Eichen who takes the mark.
So Brie Eichen at half back. So Liana Freestone had 2 to beat. It was Hayley Brewer had 2 to beat on that occasion, and it was Brie Eichen with the mark. Goes out towards the wing. Ground ball to be won. Plenty of dogs jumpers around this one, and it's Ash Corbett who goes again. Kicks up towards half forward. Bounces off the hands there of Georgia Gillow, and a chance for North to rebound this footy. Bouncing footy in the centre of the ground. That was Ella Creswell again with a sweeping handball, trying to find Bailey. Bailey toe pokes it out, and we've got this ground ball to be won again. Corbett goes again. Chain of handballs through the centre. Here's Freestone again, and being pinged for holding the ball. So relieving free kick to North Launceston. Been going 13 minutes in this third term. It's South Launceston leading by 92 points. Free kick is coming back to Ella Creswell for holding the ball and trying to throw that one away. I think. It was Liana Freestone the kick was against, and Ella Creswell in the heart of the Youngtown Rec Oval comes out towards the broadcast side, and she's found Jetson. So Rani Jetson done a super job in the ruck today, being one of North's best. Jetson goes on the right, gets this one inside 50 for North, bouncing footy at the back. Playing goalkeeper at the back there was Hardwick. She does the sweeping work at the back, clearing kick, but only as far as Brie Eichen. So Brie Eichen runs onto this loose footy from the paint of 50, pops it up. Chance for North Launceston here. Comes off some hands. It's a loose footy in the pocket. Picking it up first was Imogen Williams of North. Chain of handballs over there. Ground ball to be won right in front of the scoreboard. Players converge. Tough to get a possession. And might be a chance for, it was Corbett, we threw that onto the boot, gets it out. Grace Weldon tries to pick up the half volley. There's been a whistle.
High tackle
and
on
a high
Grace
tackle on Grace Weldon.
Weldon switches the play nicely to Liana Freestone. She's in defensive 50, so promising attack there for the Northern Bombers. Can they keep it in there attacking forward 50? Escapes out of there now. Tracking the ball here is Alice Fox. Handball comes away from Viney, finds a target in Sulzberger, arches it back to get away from a teammate. And kicks blindly towards half forward. It's all North Launceston. Not a kind bounce for either of the players there. Ball got away there from Stebbings. Taking it now is Sulzberger. And looks like we got...
Kicking in danger, I
Yeah,
think,
it must have been.
Yeah.
So Lucy Sulzberger kicked a goal earlier in the game. 45 kick. Finds a target there in Breward. Been a bit quieter this quarter, but was just everywhere in that second quarter. Kick towards the attacking, or inside the attacking 50. Ball spills out, trying to tap it clear with Taylor Tudor. Eichen bursts through, can't get an effective handball. An ugly passage of play here, and we've got a ball up, 40 out from goal.
Geez, Hannah Viney was good on the wing, Dave. Just read that footy better than anyone else. The bouncing ball, she knew to sweep around in front of the pack and grab that, and that's resulted in inside 54 South Launceston. Back in, it's a loose ball inside South's 50. Chance for North to repel though. Sweeping handball out, find Brie Eichen. She's been really good for North today. Kicks down onto the wing, the broadcast wing, bouncing footy. Chance for South. Coming through there was Maggie Dick, throws it on the boot, gets it inside 50, another inside 50 there for South Launceston. Bouncing footy, kicked up towards the square, here's a chance, comes over the back, Hannah Viney, oh, it's missed to the right. Hannah Viney, 3 behinds today for Hannah Viney, score ticks over to 13-15-93. And a chance here for North Launceston to bring this footy back in. We've been playing 16 minutes in the third term at South Launceston by 93 points. Kicked out of defence there for North Launceston. Loose ball to be won. It was Keely Morrison sweeping on this one. Comes to Madden. Kicks it up. Still a loose ball to be won. Gillow in there. Comes back to Freestone. Liana Freestone. But working away a bit of traffic there was Zoe Stebbings and throws it onto the boot. Clearing kick for now. Back into the centre of Youngtown Oval. Handball out. Finds Caitlin Lyons of the Dogs. Lyons sweeping handball over the top, finds a teammate. Here's another chance for South Launceston to get this ball inside 50. Corbett, thanks, Dave. Hannah Viney comes through her hands initially, goes the way of Ella Creswell. Ella Creswell throws it on the boot and marked there by Whitney.
Whitney now plays on, has a player forward here through Ewington. Lovely kick by Whitney. Ewington couldn't quite take the mark. She was away if she had have done. But now it's a contested footy, taken away as Madden. Madden towards half forward, bouncing ball. Getting there first for North Launceston was Zoe Stebbing. She kicks to space on the wing. Tired players pursue it. Getting there first will be Liana Freestone. She gets a bit of a block from her teammate, so she gets away now. Kicks to the centre of the ground, but the only person there is Jetson. Well, she's dispossessed though. Good hassling there from Jazz Freestone. Kicks it straight into Brie Eichen, who gathers the ball over the top. Has a teammate there in Ella Creswell. And Ella Creswell lays a tackle on an opponent. That could have been dropping the ball. Matt thinks so. As now we've got a kick in danger rule. There's the evener upper as North Launceston will take the free kick defensive side of the wing.
I think the footy god squared that one up there, I think, Dave. So free kick to North Launceston. Out on that outer side, Ella Creswell thinks to slip into it to the centre of the ground. Grace Weldon just goes over her head. Loose ball to one. Here's Whitney swooping on the ball. She's right there. Handball out was Giantini. She gets a handball out. Loose footy to be won. Creswell picks it up. Tackled immediately, but gets a handball out to Eichen. This is Brie Eichen. And they start to move this footy with a little bit of cadence on that wing. Bridie Pike gets a kick away up towards half forward. Bouncing footy. Plenty of Dogs numbers around this. One of them is Keely Morrison. Keely Morrison brings it back in board and finds Felmingham. Loose footy now in the centre of the ground. Dogs have the numbers here. A handball out will find Rani Milne. Rani Milne gets it onto the right. Move up towards half forward. Lucy Sulzberger on a lead, takes a mark. Sulzberger looks at a pretty open forward line, kicks this one up. Is there a player there? It's Keely Morrison. Keely Morrison has time to recover. Sweeping handballs up to Freestone. Jazz Freestone pops it on the boot and it goes right over the goal umpire's hat. That is a goal to Jazz Freestone. She's kicked her second and goal number 18 for the year. And South Launceston approach the ton there, 14-15-99, leading North Launceston yet to score, and we've been going 18 and a half minutes in the third term.
Geelong Falcons 10-9-69 lead the Devils, 9-6-60 in the under 18 boys there at Windsor Park. Geelong Falcons defeated our girls earlier on today, and we'll get a full around the grounds at three-quarter time, which is not far away now in the Northern Tasmanian Football Association Premier League Women. Plenty of important footy to play in this next couple of weeks, but at the moment South Launceston 14-15-99 and they lead North Launceston at no score. If they can kick one goal, one goal three in the remainder of this quarter, Matt, they'll have kicked 5 goals, 6 in each quarter, but I don't think they've got enough time. Over it comes now towards Rani Milne. She picks it up, handball sideways, contested ball. That was Ella Creswell there. Got to feel sorry for Cleo Creswell today. She's been one out in the square all day.
Yeah.
And
just hasn't come down.
What has she kicked? 18 goals.
Yeah.
Just hasn't had any opportunities whatsoever. From the ruck contest, Giantini won the tap athletically. She goes back in again. Trying to kick off the ground. There's Rihanna Binns. She might have been held without it. It's going to go the other way. This might be 50. And what umpire Bowden says, no, not 50. There's Liana Freestone pleading innocence there. It's going to be a kicking in danger for a kick to North Launceston with 10 seconds to go. That I think they're going to run out of time. They're too far away from the goals at the moment. And this delay also is not helping them. As there's the siren for three-quarter time. And 14-15-99 South Launceston just continue their domination in that quarter. We give credit to North Launceston. They started stemming the bleeding a little bit, but just were unable to put any pressure on going the other way, Matt.
Yeah, spot on there, Dave. And I look at my inside 50 count there. It was 10-2 in that quarter. So if we look overall for the match stats, it's 32. to 9 overall. And like we said, South Launceston look so dangerous when they move that ball inside 50 that they've generally scored. So their inside 50 efficiencies have been outstanding. The goal kickers, I'll quickly run through those. It's Halliana Madden's got 4 for South Launceston. Hayley Breward's got 2. Jazz Freestone's got 2. And then singles to Grace Weldon, Liana Freestone, Lucy Sulzberger, Grace Gillow, Georgia Gillow, and Killy Morrison all have one apiece.
Just a message, we're going to pick up the commentary of this game on the radio as well at 2 o'clock today.
Oh, fantastic.
So if you need to go away and you can't stay near a screen, if you want to hear the last quarter or so, it might be just a minute or so into it. But at 2 o'clock, we'll pick up the coverage of the last quarter here of this NTFA Premier League Women's game on City Park Radio, 103.7 and 96.5. So to get ready for all of that, Matt and I will take a break and we'll come back in just a moment. No worries, Chris. Welcome back here to Youngtown Oval, and Chris Sayer was down at the South Launceston huddle.
Yes, Coach Brett Gillow just wants his team to enjoy this last quarter. The aim of this quarter is to keep the opposition scoreless. They're obviously gearing up for the finals. There's a few name changes on the whiteboard there, so they're trying different positions, and yeah, they've got the finals in mind, that's for sure.
Thank you very much, Chris Sayer. In a few minutes, our City Park Radio listeners will join us. So I might kick things off in the last quarter, Matt. And we got umpire Bowden now holding the ball aloft. Last quarter action here at Youngtown. As the ball spills to the side of the contest, Weldon couldn't pick it up. Bursting through is Liana Freestone. She can't pick it up. Now she gets it back to Weldon. Kick around the corner towards Liana Freestone again, who picks it up, gets free, kicks to the hot spot. They're lining up to take a grab here. Good spoil from behind by the North Launceston defence. They've been working overtime all day. Here's Sulzberger, this way, that away, handball sideways. Kick by Freestone into the goal square. And North Launceston player sees it out of bounds. I don't think that'll be deliberate.
No, throw in.
Welcome to our City Park Radio listeners now. It's a simulcast on the AFL Tas live stream. Last quarter action in the Women's Premier League. South Launceston at the moment 14-15-99, leading North Launceston no score. It's Dave Moore, Matt Donaldson and Dave Gruber here, and also Chris Sayer on the boundary, as we've got a boundary throwing close to the goals here for South Launceston. We'll get a secondary ball up. Good afternoon, Matt.
Good afternoon to you, Dave Moore, and good afternoon to all our City Park Radio listeners. Welcome to joining our coverage, and also hello to those watching on the AFL Tas live stream. Ball up deep inside South Launceston's 50. We've been going just for 90 seconds in this last quarter, and it is South Launceston leading 14-15-99. North Launceston yet to score. Ball goes up, forward pocket for South Launceston. Bouncing footy comes to the back. First there was Dingeon from North Launceston. She sort of tapped it back into play. Here's Lucy Sulzberger with a sweeping handball back. Finds a player there in Freestone. Freestone goes towards the goal, and it's a behind. That was Jazz Freestone. Opens the account for South Launceston in this final term and brings up the ton. So South Launceston 14-16-100, leading North Launceston yet to score. North Launceston to bring this footy back into play. Kicked out towards the wing here. Loose ball in front of us. So Hayley Breward gets involved. Goes once, goes twice. Gets a handball out. Here's Grace Weldon again. She's had a great game. Pops this one up towards the square. Hands fly forward. Here's a chance. Over the top. Gillow, goal. Georgia Gillow goes around the corner and kicks the goal. Kicks her second of the day. 2 goals, 1. Georgia Gillow, and South Launceston just skip away with this one. It's 15-16-106. North Launceston yet to score, and we've been going 2.5 minutes, Dave Moore.
Round the ground's very interesting, Matt, and Scottsdale 2-4-16 lead Launceston 2 behinds in the NTFA Premier League Women's.
Implications for the ladder everywhere, Dave.
Massive. Scottsdale basically make the finals if they win that. The other game, Deloraine too strong at the moment for Longford, 24-12, 156. Longford no score. And we've got another game underway at Windsor Park, which our listeners and viewers would be interested in, and that's the Tassie Devils game up against Geelong Falcons. And at the moment, it's the Geelong Falcons 75 leading the Devils 60 at three-quarter time. We're back underway.
Back in the centre, Jazz Freestone wins the tap on this occasion, sweeping handball out and comes back towards Jazz Freestone. Goes around the corner on the right, loose footy to be won. We're still in the centre square. Picking it up was Ella Creswell for North, gets a handball out. North Launceston working this one up towards half forward. Whitney at the back, not quite. Can't fall on that occasion. Sweeping handball over the top through Michaela Woods of South Launceston. Players converge, and we've had a whistle, and it's going to be a free kick to Creswell. Yes, it is Creswell of North Launceston who pops this one up towards half forward. A loose footy leading in the race there was Marley Brown of North Launceston. Comes back towards Bree Eichen. Bree Eichen pushed out of it, and the umpire saw that one too, and it's going to go Bree Eichen's way. Been going 3.5 minutes in this fourth quarter. Free kick to Bree Eichen, about 60 away from goal.
Chance here for North Launceston. Yet to hit the scoreboard, but Bree Eichen can go deep here with this kick. She gets it to about 40 out, but it's all South Launceston. Take it, pick one of the Freestone girls, and it's Jaslyn Freestone, who's kicked 2 goals today. She's now at halfback. She's been everywhere in the ruck, kicking goals, you name it. She kicks wide here. Sulzberger takes a strong mark. Defensive side of the centre square, turns, kicks up the wing. Morrison's hovering, gets past her. They work it out here, South Launceston, back to Morrison. She's outnumbered. Happy to hold it up. She gets it away, and not a great passage of play here as it's now ball up. Umpire Bowden officiating today with umpire Daniel Smedley. Up goes the footy. One down by Jazz Freestone to Liana Freestone. Inside 50, loose ball. Taken here by Georgia Gillow. Gets it to Liana Freestone. Gets around a couple of North Launceston players. They do well though. Good smother there by Ashlyn Didgeon. Kick towards the goal square now is off hands. One behind. 14-17 South Launceston. Been inaccurate of late. That's 101. Leading North Launceston yet to score.
So North Launceston to bring this ball back into play. Been playing 5 minutes in this last quarter, and it's South Launceston leading by 101 points. And it is Bree Eichen has this ball for North right in front of the scoreboard. Goes a bit longer down towards the wing and finds Gentini. Gentini takes a good contested grab. Wheels and goes straight away. Gets some distance on this kick. Loose ball, bouncing footy on the wing. Comes off hands. It ends up with Binns. Rihanna Binns gets a kick away. It's just a bit of a scrubby kick. Goes towards the centre of the ground. Here's Kelly Morrison trying to get onto this one. Comes to her boots. Finds Corbett. Ash Corbett, the captain of the South Launceston Footy Club, kicks it out wide. Loose footy. Alice Fox leads in the race. Fox will get there first. Has the time to lean over, pick it up. Gets a handball out. Finds one of the Freestones in Jazz Freestone. Sweeping handball back in board. Finds back to Corbett. Corbett gets on the right. Bouncing footy. Clean bowls. Hayley Viney on that occasion. Still comes out the back though for South Launceston. Drilled inside 50 to the pocket. Oh, good contested grab there. It was Taylor Barnes taking the saving note.
Taylor Barnes gets back off the mark. Kicks high. It's going to go straight in the lap though of Liana Freestone, who can't quite take the mark. Plenty of North players there to bottle it up. They do so, and we'll get a ball up on the attacking 50 on the far side. Beautiful day here at Youngtown. For our radio listeners who have just joined us, bit of a breezy day, but there's a touch of spring in the air, nice and warm. So the kick along the ground ends up here with Jazz Freestone. She kicks towards a goal. Is it going to make the distance? It just goes to the right for one more behind. 14-18 at 102. And North Launceston yet to score. We're playing 6.5 minutes. Don't forget, we've got the senior game coming up on the AFL Tas live stream and City Park Radio very soon. Kick out from fullback, gets here towards the number 28 in Zoe Stebbings. Evades her. Getting it forward is Brouard for South Launceston. Handball comes to Morrison. Handball over the top. Can't quite find a target. Still a chance here though for the Bulldogs. Snap. And that's another goal for the Bulldogs. This time through Georgia Gillow. Yep. She's kicked 3 now. That was a terrific snap. Got so much height on the footy. Sailed through the big sticks here to the northern end of the ground. And that's the 15th goal for South Launceston. First for the quarter, I think, Matt.
It is. Georgia Gillow was a bit of a rinse and repeat, Dave. Georgia Gillow kicked the first one in very similar circumstances. Yep. The older, the high snap around the corner. So Gillow's got a couple this quarter. As you mentioned, South Launceston skip away 15-18, 108. Leading North Launceston yet to score, and we've been playing 7.5 minutes in this fourth term. So I've got Georgia Gillow kicking the 3 goals. 3 goals,
2 in this quarter?
2 in this quarter, yeah. So 2 in this quarter. And
15-18.
15-18, 108. Double check, yeah, 2 in the quarter for South.
It might be a goal behind.
I might have, have I mucked up my 3/4 time score? In the meantime, play goes on. Inside 50 for South Launceston. There's Grace Weldon getting it onto the chest there of Madden. Halliana Madden takes this mark in the pocket and a chance to put South Launceston further in front. So Madden from the pocket on the right goes, and it's near side through for 1 behind. Halliana Madden adding to her total. 4 goals, 2 she's kicked. And it is going to be North Launceston to bring this footy back in through Barnes. Taylor Barnes gets it onto the right. Loose footy here. Right on the paint of 50 for South Launceston. Quick handball back in. And a chance for North Launceston to perhaps clear this ball. It was Bree Eichen going in there with the handball. Puts it back into the corridor. Cleo Creswell gets onto this one. And, Creswell was Ella Creswell, not Cleo Creswell. Ella Creswell gets the boot to ball. Loose ball on the outer wing. And it is player tackle. There was Corbett. Still a loose footy to be won. Corbett goes again, picks up her own ball, gets it onto the right, goes further down the wing, trying to find Freestone. That's Freestone of the Liana variety. Liana Freestone is going to send this one back inside 50. Here's Lucy Sulzberger. Lucy Sulzberger gets around one, handballs back, finds Freestone. Freestone doesn't quite connect with that one. It's still there to be won. Freestone's there to it first, gets it out towards Sulzberger. Sulzberger throws it onto the boot. Where's Madden? Madden comes off her hands. It must be close to the boundary line, right in front of the scoreboard. Taylor Tudor keeps it in. Sweeping handball to Lucy Sulzberger. That was Grace Weldon gets a handball over the top. Here's Georgia Gillow. Oh, and into the woodwork. Georgia Gillow kicked 3 goals, 2. That's 2-1 in this quarter for Georgia Gillow. And South Launceston moves to 15-10, 1-10.
15-20-1-10, as Matt said, to yet to score for North Launceston as the Ruckmani Rani Jetson has the ball at full back. She cruises out of the goal square, kicks long to the wing. She's been good, getting good purchase on those kicks. Front position, almost a mark there to Giantini. In fact, it's paid by the umpire. So Dominique Giantini on defensive 50. Can she find connection with a teammate? Sets it up to the wing. Corbett there, front position. Nearly a mark taken there by Imogen Williams. Taken away by Rani Milne. Gets it towards attacking 50. Picking up beautifully there was Jazz Freestone. Gets it to Brouard. She's 48 out. Long ball. Gets it to the goal square, and mark is taken by Halliana Madden. Great skills. She took that at knee level.
Yes, she did, Dave.
In both hands. It was a tough mark to take. She wastes no time. This is for a bag full today. She's on 4. And I think she snuck it in, Matt. It's 5 goals. Five goals to Halliana Madden. And the 16th now for South Launceston. 16-20, 1-16. Letting North Launceston get to score.
Well, as you mentioned, Dave, she took that one at knee level. So
Yes.
we've seen her take some great overhead grabs. We've seen her mark on a lead today. And now she's taking him at knee level. So really dominant game by Halliana Madden. She's kicked 5 goals, 1. South Launceston skip away 16-21, 16. North Launceston yet to score. We've been going 11 minutes in this final term. So it looks like it'll be a big win to South Launceston. It looks like it'll be a big win to Deloraine down the road as well. So set up for a mouth-watering clash next week with top of the table. The winner of next week's South Launceston-Deloraine game will go top of the table in Premier League.
Windsor Park, it's the Falcons 75 leading the Devils 64 in the last quarter there. So from the ball up, taken away here by Jazz Freestone. Her handball doesn't go anywhere. Trying to pick it up there is Ella Creswell. She does so now. Kicks it towards centre wing. Picking it up nicely there was Ashley Corbett. Just does a lot of good work across half back, but this time she does too much. Gets caught holding the ball. Free kick, Brie Eichen. So Eichen can launch something here for the Bombers. Kicks towards half forward. And taking the mark there, drifting back is Giantini for North Launceston. She's on centre wing. Plays on immediately. Low kick. Almost a mark there to the number 24 and Rihanna Binns. Haven't seen much of her today up forward. They've been starved of opportunities, the forwards for North Launceston. Cruising away now is Jazz Freestone. She gets it away here towards Grace Gillow. Grace Gillow to the hot spot. Plenty of North defenders there. But picking it up with South Launceston. Sulzberger gets it to Brouard. All about the bounce. It's poor. In fact, it goes out of bounds. Bounty throw in. It's South Launceston 122, North Launceston yet to score.
It took the wrong end bounce there, Dave.
It did.
It's gone out of bounds, so we'll have a throw in. We have the scoreboard has been amended, so it's 17-21-22. Rick's all over it up here in the broadcast box. So it's 17-21-22. North Launceston yet to score, and we've been going 12 and a half minutes in this final term. We'll have a boundary throw in deep inside attack for South Launceston. Rucks go at it. Madden gets it down. Sweeping handball over the top. Here's Freestone. Freestone has dropped it in the tackle, so free relieving kick it to North Launceston. Right in the back pocket there. So a chance here for Maddie Granger to clear this ball for North. Kicks down further afield. Comes off the hands there of Giantini. Comes North's way though. Kicked up towards the wing. Whitney, the captain, out on a lead. Initially bounced off her chest. Got challenged to recover though. Whitney goes again. Taking on the number 27 there, Michaela Woods. Loose footy, contested ball, ground ball to be won. Woods is over it, we'll have a whistle and we'll have another ball up.
Drama at Scottsdale, Matt. 2 quick goals to Launceston in the last quarter. It's 2-4-16 Scottsdale, 2-2-14 Launceston. So a lot to play for in the last 7 minutes there. From the ball up, comes out towards Brouard. She can't take it with her. Spills to the side now. Georgia Gillow gets it to half forward. Well taken there by Liana Freestone. Handballs to Weldon in towards full forward, and a mark taken nicely there by the North defender.
Zoe Stebbings.
Thank you, Zoe Stebbings. Goes wide here looking for Eichen, who takes the mark on her chest. Brie Eichen in defence. 13, nearly 14 minutes gone in this last quarter. 6 to go. That's, Imogen Williams really took a mark in a contested situation for North Launceston. Brouard is caught holding the ball.
Yeah, she was
So
nearly
good
caught
tackle.
the first time there, Dave. Didn't quite get a handball away, but caught on the second occasion. So free kick North Launceston. Kicked out towards the wing, leading the race there is Marley Brown for North Launceston. It goes past her. Sweeping handball comes back in board. Here's Georgia Gillow again. She's been getting busy. Gillow to Madden. Oh, you bet. Madden has absolutely... No, it's not Madden. My apologies. It's Liana Freestone. Liana Freestone's taken the mark about 40 out. Goes up towards the square. At the back, marked by... It is the number 14, Grace Gillow. So Grace Gillow... has kicked the one goal this in the second quarter, and an opportunity here for Grace Gillow to pop through her second goal. Good contested mark. So Grace Gillow, not much distance to this one, just pops it through right over the goal umpire's hat, and it is a goal. So Grace Gillow gets on the ball with her second goal. She's kicked 2 goals, 1 today, and South Launceston just keeps scoring. 18, 21, 28. North Launceston yet to score. 5 minutes to go.
Now, Groobs has taken over your stats, Matt.
I'm sure he's doing a much better job than me, I reckon.
He's not mic'd up
Dave.
yet. He's not mic'd up yet, but he's got 8 inside 50s to 1 this quarter. So
Which follows the trend of the game, really.
does
We've
indeed.
seen,
we'll hear from the great man in the men's game a little bit later. Of course, he's a bit nervous about Hawthorn tomorrow against West Coast. He's looking for a massive win. Could be out of reach, Groobs. What do you think? Yeah, he's out of reach, he reckons. We'll wait and see. Umpire Smedley with the footy. Right, got another 4.5 minutes to go here at Youngtown in this women's game. We'll see if Chris Say can get a word with somebody post-game. And we'll have a short break before we get underway in the men's game coming up around about 2:30 this afternoon. Milne tackled from behind, and it'll be another ball up on the far wing. Such a pleasant day here now. The wind is sort of not as big a feature as it was earlier in the day. Spills out now to Weldon. She just handballs forward. There's Giantini, who tries to take the ball for North Launceston. And there'll be another ball up.
Geez, Jetson's been good in the ruck today, Dave.
Yep, she's tried her
really,
very
really good
best.
throughout. Won a number of taps, but all that class and poise about the Dogs around the footy have made it a bit tricky in the centre of the ground. Kicked inside 50 by Madden, up to the pocket. Freestone's there, yes, Freestone marks. Jazz Freestone in the pocket, about 15 metres out, slight angle, but a chance for Freestone to kick her third goal. So she kicked 1 in the second, 1 in the third. She's kicked the 2 goals, 3. Had a couple of shots on goal in this quarter, but a chance now. 16.5 minutes gone. And Freestone approaches the goals and just pops it straight through the middle. Nicely done. So Freestone kicks her third goal. That's Jazz Freestone. And kicks her first of the last quarter.
North Launceston season still alive, Matt, because Launceston's hit the front there at Scottsdale. They're 3-2-20. They are leading Scottsdale 2-4-16. So
wow, well,
we've got about 9 minutes to go there, according to Play HQ. So
down at Scottsdale,
keep an eye on that.
Big
last
implication,
quarter.
because if Scottsdale won that, then they're pretty much in, in the fourth spot. But it just keeps North interested.
So 5 goals this quarter. They kicked 5 in the first, South Launceston, 5 in the second, 4 in the third, now 5 in the last, with 3 minutes to go. Up they go. Jetson wins the tap, does well, gets it forward to the contest. Working it clear there is Ella Creswell, gets a short distance kick. Pressure from South Launceston is good. Ends up in the wing here with Keely Morrison. Gets around a couple of opponents. Handball to a dangerous position, but comes off all right. Kick forward there by Georgia Gillow. But getting back there and taking the mark on her chest is Ashlyn Dingent. She plays on straight away. Has a target here in Icon. Clears her. Clean bowls Hannah Viney. Coming through now is Ella Creswell for North Launceston. Might have been held without it. That's what the umpire said. And there'll be a free kick to Ella Creswell, defensive side of the centre square.
Ella Creswell at half back. We've been playing for 18 minutes, so not long to go in this one. South Launceston 19-21-34. Leading North Launceston yet to score. Kick goes into the centre of the ground of Youngtown Oval. Repelled back. Here's a chance for South Launceston. Lucy Sulzberger leads the race there. Creswell gets there first. Picks up the footy. Tackled immediately. Umpire blows the whistle and says, give it to me. We will go again. So South Launceston by 134 points. We've been playing for 18.5 minutes. Not long to go in this one. Big win for South Launceston. Madden gets the tap. Still another chance here for South Launceston late. Madden goes again. Throws it on the boot. And another intercept mark there by Dingen. That's Ashlyn Dingen. So Ashlyn Dingen brings this one. She plays on straight away. A bit dangerous. Loose footy now. Here's Freestone. Freestone handballs back to Madden. Madden has a look. Goes towards the goal in the pocket. And Freestone takes the mark. And it's Freestone of the Jazz variety. So Jazz Freestone takes this mark in the pocket. Almost 19 minutes gone. Will be close to full time when she has her shot. So it's Jazz Freestone for her 4th goal. And to make that lead up to 140 points, here's Freestone, just pops it straight through the middle. So Jazz Freestone's kicked 2 goals in this last quarter. She's kicked 4 goals, 3. And South Launceston just skip away again, and they've gone to 20-20, 140, leading North Launceston yet to score.
Just got so many avenues to goal, haven't they, Matt?
Dangerous, aren't they?
That's what I think. You know, I look at their opponents in finals like Launceston and Deloraine, good sides, but I just think, you know, you look down that list of goal kickers, and there's lots of players who can pop up and score goals, and that's why I think they're favourites at the moment.
Absolutely.
Of course, their defence hasn't been tested today. It's another story against a quality attack, but we'll wait and see as umpire Smedley now, with 15 seconds to go, throws it up. It's going to be a big win here for South Launceston. Take it away now is Madden. Kicked 5 goals today. Gets it to half forward. In the last 10 seconds. Steaming through there is Granger for North Launceston. Kick off the side of the boots. All over here at Youngtown. Nice symmetry in the final score. 20-21-40 South Launceston. And North Launceston didn't bother the scorers in the end. So a massive 140-point win here to South Launceston. They dominated the inside 50s, 43-10 over the day. 40 scoring shots and 43 entries. So that's a really good strike rate. Thanks to Dave Gruber there for those updates.
Just shows their efficiency, isn't it, Dave, in terms of going inside 50. And we've got Chris Sayer on the case for us, which is fantastic. I'll take you through the goal kickers then in the meantime.
We'll
so we've
cut across you if we get an interview.
Yeah, we sure will. As you mentioned, Dave, like just contributors all across the ground. Just it'd be hard to do the 3-2-1 for this one because South had so many contributors. But if we look at the goal kickers, Halliana Madden kicked 5, 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and 1 in the last. Jazz Freestone kicked 4, Georgia Gillow kicked 3, Grace Gillow kicked 2. Hayley Brouard kicked 2, and singles to Grace Weldon, Liana Freestone, Lucy Sulzberger, and Keely Morrison. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 individual goal kickers, and just dangerous options all over the ground. They use the footy so well, and the inside 50s just dangerous.
I think we've got Chris Sayer now, who's with the coach Brett Gillow.
Brett, you'd be happy with that win, I guess. But so many great goal kickers here. Sport for choice.
Yeah, it was a really good effort today. We had a clear focus of what we wanted to do. One is to clean up our goal kicking, which we had 50% today, so that's a really good effort. But the other thing was just to go through the process leading into the next few weeks.
Yeah, and those few weeks are going to be finals. How much are you gearing towards them?
I'm really excited. So we've got Deloraine next week, so that'll be a battle to see who finishes on top, and then we're into it after that, so really looking forward to it. The sun's out, it's springtime, so it's finals time.
How much of it is an issue that your defence weren't contested in this game?
Not really. I mean, we've been working on plans over the last few weeks with our defence. I'm really happy with the way that they're setting up the ground. So it's not just all about when the ball's in their area, but what they're doing when the ball's not in their area, and we're happy with what they're doing at the moment. So it's good to practice that as well.
Well done today, and good luck for the finals.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks, mate.
That's Chris Sayer down there with Brett Gillow, the coach there of South Launceston Footy Club. He's pretty happy with the team's performance today. The men's teams are about to run out. Not much more to add, Matt. I think it was just a dominant performance from South Launceston.
Outstanding performance from South Launceston, and we probably didn't expect the margin that we saw, Dave, but it was really an outstanding effort from South Launceston to walk away winners of this one. 140-point winners, 20-21-140. St North Launceston didn't trouble the scorers.
Well, thanks for viewing the stream here on today's AFL Tas live stream, and thanks to City Park Radio.